Coach Carter is often remembered for its dramatic lockout and strict rules. But beneath the discipline is a deeper truth, that authoritarian coaching looks different depending on the environment it enters. In this video essay, I analyse why Coach Carter's strictness works in Richmond's socioeconomic context, and why structure, discipline and care can coexist. Using film analysis and sports psychology research, we'll explore how Carter transforms authoritarianism into empowerment, a style I call Transformational Authoritarianism. Before we can understand Coach Carter's leadership, we have to understand the environment he walks into. This is not a team built on discipline, trust, or shared purpose. It's a group of young athletes shaped by instability, low expectations, and a culture where guidance is rarely consistent.
Good afternoon, young men. As Coach White said, I'm your new basketball coach, Ken Carter. I guess I need to speak louder so you can hear me. I'm Ken Carter, your new basketball coach.
Oh, we hear you, dog, but we can't see you. The glare from your big black-ass head is hella shiny, man.
Before Coach Carter ever begins talking about rules, we're shown a team that has grown used to chaos, a team shaped by the environment around them. Their casual disrespect in this moment isn't just attitude, it's a reflection of the low expectations and lack of structure that have surrounded them. Sports psychology research, like the work of Bartholomew et al., argues that controlling coaching usually harms motivation. Athletes feel threatened when authority appears without trust or context, and at first glance, this moment seems to confirm that idea. The players push back, joke around, and tune Carter out. Carter isn't stepping into a stable system, he is stepping into a void, and it's exactly because of that void that his next move matters so much.
Is this: the losing stops now. Starting today, you will play like winners, act like winners, and most importantly, you will be winners. If you listen and learn, you will win basketball games. And gentlemen, winning in here is the key to winning out there. This contract states that you will maintain a 2.3 grade point average. You will attend all your classes, and you will sit in the front row of those classes.
This a country-ass nigga, dog.
Excuse me.
When Carter finishes reading the contract, the players immediately crack jokes, including Worm's comment about Carter talking country. On the surface, it seems harmless, but it reflects something deeper. The team still isn't taking him seriously. Humour becomes a shield, a way to reject authority before authority can reject them. This reaction aligns directly with what sports psychologists describe through self-determination theory, or SDT, Lemelin et al. Explain that when athletes experience psychological need frustration, a lack of autonomy, belonging and competence, they often respond with defiance, sarcasm or emotional withdrawal. Lemelin et al., 2022. That is exactly what we see here. The players push back because structure feels threatening, not supportive, and that threat is amplified by the instability around them. Many of these players come from environments with no consistent academic expectations or adult guidance. So when Carter suddenly imposes strict rules, contracts and accountability, the team reacts exactly how SDT predicts: resistance rooted in unmet psychological needs. But this moment also sets up the character who demonstrates that tension most clearly: Timo Cruz. His swagger, jokes and interruptions aren't just personality traits. They're signals of low trust and low relatedness. As we move into the next clip, where Cruz directly confronts Carter, watch how early resistance becomes the foundation for one of the most dramatic transformations in the film.
Okay, Mr. Cruz. Leave the gym right now.
For what?
I'll ask you one last time to leave the gym before I help you leave.
Before you what? Do you even know who I am?
From what I can see, a very confused and scared young man.
Scared of who? Scared of you? I'm supposed to be scared of you? Nigga, I ain't scared of nobody. I would lay your ass out.
I don't think so.
Teachers ain't supposed to touch students.
I'm not a teacher. I'm the new basketball coach.
As the contract scene closes, something subtle begins to shift. Even if the players mock Carter, roll their eyes or walk away, the camera lingers on their faces just long enough for us to see something else emerging beneath the resistance. Awareness. For the first time, someone is holding them to a standard higher than what Richmond High or their environment has ever demanded of them. This is where Carter's transformational authoritarianism starts to take shape. His firmness is not about control, it's about care shaped by context. Research work on holistic coaching shows that athletes from high-stress environments often push back against structure early on, yet this structure becomes the foundation for accountability and long-term growth. And in these final shots of the contract scene, you can see that foundation being laid. The players aren't respecting Carter yet, but they're watching him, they're studying him, and slowly, the idea of what a coach can be starts to change. But the real turning point, the moment Carter's philosophy stops being theoretical and becomes undeniable, arrives much later. After the team starts winning and the community begins celebrating them, the players start to assume that success alone will erase the standards they agreed to, and this leads us into one of the most defining moments of the film. Before the team ever reaches the gym, Carter is already inside, alone, dribbling a basketball in the quiet. He scans the rafters, reflecting on what the players cannot yet see, that their victories mean nothing if they come at the expense of their future. The silence in the gym becomes a metaphor for the weight he carries as a leader. This is the moment where discipline becomes care, where Carter's strictness transforms into responsibility, and where he prepares to force both the players and the audience to redefine what winning really means. After the lockout, Carter faces the school board with a calm conviction that contrasts the anger in the room. Parents accuse him of taking away what their kids are good at, and community members insist he's embarrassing the school. But Carter never wavers.
It only requires a 2.0 GPA for participation in extracurricular activities.
Yes, ma'am.
And according to your contract, the players are agreeing to maintain a 2.3?
That, among other things, yes, ma'am.
Other things like?
Attending all classes, sitting in the front row of those classes, and wearing a tie on game day.
I see. Mr. Carter, does the lockout include practices and games? And do you have a set period of time?
There will be no basketball, ma'am.
Quietly.
That includes practices and games until we as a team reach the agreed upon GPA.
Please, quiet. Please, quiet. Quiet. Thank you.
He explains that basketball had become a distraction from education, the real path to opportunity. This moment reflects my essay's argument. Carter's leadership only appears authoritarian. In truth, his strictness responds to the cultural and socio-economic conditions his players live in. While others see punishment, Carter sees a chance to protect their future.
If I may,
Yes, Mr. Carter.
you really need to consider the message that you're sending these boys. It's the same message that we as a culture send to our pro athletes, which is that they are above the law. Now, I'm trying to teach these boys a discipline that will inform their lives and give them choices. If you endorse the fact that 15, 16, and 17-year-olds don't have to honor the simple rules of a basketball contract, how long do you think it'll be before they're out there breaking laws? Now, I played basketball at Richmond 30 years ago. It was the same thing then. Some of my teammates ended up in prison. Some of them ended up dead. I took this job because I wanted to affect change in a special group of young men, and this is the only way I know how to do that. If you vote to end the lockout, you won't have to terminate me. I'll quit.
After the lockout, something starts to shift, not just in the community, but inside the players themselves. What felt like punishment now begins revealing itself as purpose. The team starts realizing that Carter isn't trying to control them. He's trying to raise their expectations of who they can become. And no character embodies this transformation more deeply than Timo Cruz. From the beginning of the film, Cruz represents defiance. Skipping practice, challenging Carter directly, and rejecting any form of structure. He is the product of an environment where instability is normal and discipline feels like a threat. But Carter refuses to give up on him, and in one of the most powerful arcs in the film, discipline slowly becomes a pathway, not to control, but to redemption.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Sir, I just want to say thank you. You saved my life.
Thank you, sirs. All of you.
Timo's transformation is the clearest proof of what Coach Carter had been shaping from the very beginning. His final speech isn't just emotional, it's the result of months of structure, standards, and belief that demanded more from him than the world ever had. What once looked like control now reveals itself as care. What once felt like restriction has become responsibility. In my written essay, I argued that Carter's approach works because it responds to the cultural and socio-economic realities his players face. The movie's final moments reinforce this. Every contract, every uncomfortable demand, every moment of tension was meant to give these young men something their environment rarely provided: stability, direction, and possibility. For coaches, Carter demonstrates that discipline becomes meaningful only when it is paired with genuine investment in the person. For athletes, his methods show that accountability isn't punishment, it's a belief in your future. And for sports psychologists, Richmond's story complicates the idea that structure and autonomy cannot coexist. Here, structure created the foundation for autonomy to grow. Ultimately, Coach Carter teaches us that leadership is not defined by authority, but by the futures it protects. And in a community where expectations were low, Carter dared to raise them.